Hello and a warm welcome from the EBB Stadium in Aldershot, home of Aldershot Town, for the second of tonight's fixtures between the UK Armed Forces and the Bundeswehr. If you joined us earlier on this afternoon, you will have seen a fantastic one-all draw between our hosts, the UK Armed Forces women and the Bundeswehr women. What's going to happen in this fixture? It is when the men take on each other, and if you cast your minds back a wee while, the first ever fixture between these two teams finished as a win for UKAF. Well, look, just over there you can see the UK Armed Forces gaffer, Darryl White, looking over his charges for this evening's fixture. They've been training just down the road at the Army Military Stadium in Aldershot ahead of this fixture, and earlier on this week I spoke to Darryl about his thoughts about this fantastic fixture.
Yeah, so obviously we played them in 2018, and as a group of staff and players we found that as our utopia moment within UK Armed Forces football, so to be able to have this again is a massive privilege and a huge honour.
Of course, the hook is the Remembrance fixture. I know it's a month earlier than probably most people would take Remembrance for, so there's a lot riding on it.
Yeah, like obviously from free services, you know, wearing that popper on your chest, you know, there's no greater honour to respect the fallen. So again, a massive occasion for everyone that's part of this organisation and group.
How long have you had to prepare for this fixture? Because the way that the military works, you might not have players available until the very last minute.
Yes, that's the beauty of military football. So we had a game the other week against Portsmouth Academy. So we had a good group there, still missing some players. We've got about 14 at the moment with us today on Tuesday, and we should hopefully have everyone back in by Wednesday afternoon. So again, a good strong squad for us, which is great.
And this, of course, will be the perfect test going into what is the business end of UK Armed Forces season because of the Kentish Cup at the end of the year.
Yeah, so obviously Kentish Cup is our, that's our big cup. So to have an international fixture with the Germans that we don't know a lot about. Again, all we know, good physical side. Again, well drilled, a great footballing team. So again, a huge test ready for us, which we can't ask for any more.
There is something very special about British teams taking on the Germans. Can you try and sum that up, if you like, in footballing terms, especially at military level?
Yeah, I think if you're a kid that loves football, there's been one moment where you've obviously dreamt about beating the Germans playing for England, Ireland, Wales or Scotland. So to now have this as a military game, you're never going to get any closer to representing your country playing the German armed forces. So again, fantastic.
What are you expecting on the pitch? They're technically a very astute side, aren't they?
Yeah, so again, we don't know a lot about them. So we've watched clips from 2019 when they played the Army. Also, we've looked at our fixture. Again, we know the manager's the same, but football moves on. So again, we're just going to have to adapt as a coaching staff and players on the night to see what they're going to bring.
In terms of playing personnel, who's going to lead you out against the Bundeswehr?
Yeah, so we've got Danny Kerr, obviously from the Royal Navy. So he's been our skipper for a good few years now, and also representing UK Armed Forces for a long period of time. So again, it's a huge honour to have him as our captain.
Of course, you're the Royal Air Force, you've got a Royal Navy skipper, but you'll be drawing upon Army players as well, and they're just about to go on tour to Australia.
Yeah, again, a fantastic opportunity for the British Army, going to Australia. Again, a massive life experience for them, and, football's been a part of that, and it's a great privilege to have all three services with us and being able to, represent all three services.
It's your job to try and mould all those three services. How tricky is it? Because again, you're up against a different brass from different organisations.
So again, obviously with Nick DeLong, when he first came in, we were able to have this mentality with three teams as one, and that's carried on with Diffan and myself. As soon as you come in, it's just UK Armed Forces. We don't talk about the Army, don't talk about Navy, don't talk about the Air Force. It's just that elite mentality, like the British and Irish Lions, really.
Does it help that there is that Air Force continuity at your end, at the managerial level? Yeah,
obviously for me it's just a huge honour. So again, there's excellent managers within the Army, the Air Force and the Navy, and I'm just privileged to be able to lead the UK Armed Forces out at the moment.
When you watch the inter-services, are there players out there playing for the other two services that get you excited? Do you think, I can't wait to work with them under a UKAF hat? Yeah,
so for me, obviously I don't go out there wanting the Air Force to win, want the Army to win, want the Navy, just want our players to do well, and if we find someone else out there, then obviously we want to bring them in. And for the last 8 years, we've given a lot of people a lot of opportunities to play UK Armed Forces football, which that's the ultimate goal, really.
You'll want to go out and express yourselves against this German outfit. What are you expecting from them? What are you expecting from the fixture? What would you like your players to do? Okay, I know you want them to win, but what are you expecting from this game?
So obviously, it's part of our preparation for the Kentish. We know that the Bundeswehr will be technically very good. So actually, for us, it's to be compact. Obviously, start getting into the game, and then once we get on top, okay, we want to play football and obviously go and express ourselves and go and score goals. Really, that's what we're all about.
Well, the thoughts there of UK Armed Forces head coach Darryl White, and I'm delighted to say that his opposite number has joined us, Olaf Barner. Look, this is a fantastic opportunity for your players as well. What's it like coming here and taking on the UK Armed Forces?
First of all, we are proud to be here. So it's 5 years ago, the last time here in England, in London, 2018, a big match against in Nottingham Forest against this team. It's the biggest event from the German football in my time. Yes, it's very, very wonderful, and we are, I hope, for this match, well prepared for this match, and so we are lucky to be here.
It is a unique rivalry when it comes to British teams, England I'm thinking of, and Germany. Why is that so special?
Prestige. German-England is 1966, is one of the biggest matches in the history. So I think both teams are very good. So we are proud to. I said every time we are proud to be here. England, Germany is the biggest match in the history.
What can we expect from your players today? How do you set your team up? Is it heavy metal football?
Heavy metal? No, we want to play football. We are in the past. We have not. Our team is to. Every match we change our team because we have so many other things in the German army, and our team is not the same team from the last match, the match before. So for us, it's every match a new match. So we don't know what happened tonight.
Yeah, that's something that is same for UK Armed Forces as well. Darryl White, your opposite number, will have the same. Look, it's a special fixture. How are you expecting your opponents to play tonight, your hosts?
What do you mean?
How are you expecting the UK Armed Forces to come out and play against you?
Yes. Wait. Can you help?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
So I just asked the question, how are you expecting the opposition, the UK Armed Forces, to attack you tonight?
I think they will be, as also a strong, very strong team, very disciplined, and a hard-playing team, but not unfair, hard-playing. And but I think at the end we will win the match. That's for sure.
Well, you've thrown down the gauntlet now, gentlemen. Thank you very much for your time. Good luck.
Thank you very
Well,
much.
look, the players are coming out now, so we've got to get over to our commentators this evening. We've got John Knighton and Tom Clace.
Well, thanks very much indeed, Jules, and a very warm welcome to you to the EBB Stadium. Live coverage of what is an historic night once again for British military football against the Bundeswehr, against the German army. Last time they played was 5 years ago out in Rostock, which was celebrating the German Armed Forces Day, and it was a victory for the UK Armed Forces team by 2-0. An historic performance from the boys back in the day, and I'm very pleased to say that one of those who was there at that time and was playing a huge part was Tom Clace, who is with me this evening. Tom, thanks so much for joining us tonight, and I know you've been entertained royally as a VIP this evening, and quite rightly too.
I have, John, yeah. It's just had a nice meal. One of the guest of honours tonight, which is very good for my last game as serving personnel. But yeah, back in Rostock, many years ago, was absolutely brilliant. What a night it was for us, beating them 2-0.
It was an historic night, wasn't it? And it's one that none of us, I think, will ever forget. Players from both teams now coming out onto the pitch, as you can see, and we're going to have the presentation very shortly to the VIPs, who will be joining us very, very shortly onto the pitch as well to find out exactly what's going on. And what we're also waiting for is a bit of team news, because I think there's a late fitness test on one of the German players at the moment, which we're waiting to find out whether he is going to be able to play. But the presentation's just about to be made now, as we can see. And out on the pitch are the VIPs, just being presented now to the players. First of all, to the UKAF team, and they're being presented, of course, by their captain Danny Kerr. And maybe this is a good time for us to talk about the UKAF team, actually, Tom, because looks like Darryl White is running with a 4-2-3-1 formation this evening, and obviously going to flood the midfield, isn't he?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, obviously, the skipper Danny Kerr, he gets about. Is a massive leader. Good on the ball. Good all rounder. Dave Vincent at side of him. Again, Dave is very good on the ball. But yeah.
Lots of experience in there, and some newcomers as well. It's interesting talking to Darryl earlier that he's missing several players. Phil Bright amongst them. Mick Glendon is missing, and also Aaron Exel is also missing tonight as well, because they're actually on duty. They're busy doing their job.
That's right, yeah. Obviously, sometimes we're up against that, but yes, still a very, very strong squad tonight.
Of recent years, this is an extra that's being added this evening to pay homage to a star of their team, Captain Theo Ruter.
He served 17 years with the German Armed Forces football team and will retire after this event here in Aldershot. He was responsible for the whole material and clothing, and coached the goalkeeper, an excellent bus driver, and had been there if it was work to be done. He was the heart of our staff and team. Theo, many thanks for your great job you did. you spare time, you sacrifice for us, and most important, you look for our children. Outside, we will all miss you. Stay healthy and good luck in the future. All the best for you and your family. Matt, Ed, Jude, the staff and team of Bundeswehr football.
So, special moments, and it's great here in this country to be able to actually celebrate the retirement of a stalwart of the Bundeswehr football team, Tom.
Yeah, that's absolutely brilliant from them. Fair play to him. That's amazing. Honouring what he's done for the side. It's brilliant.
Yeah, absolutely, and we're all in awe of all the people behind the scenes who help to make the teams function, make them work, and he's a classic example, isn't he?
That's it. Yeah, without them, John, in non-league football you call them volunteers, but without them, football doesn't go ahead, to be honest. So yeah, fair play to them.
While the players are just celebrating this as well, we will be having the national anthems very, very shortly after this presentation has been completed, and then we'll be getting into a minute's silence, of course, which will be why we're all here in many ways, commemorating and the game of remembrance. So Theo leaves the field, absolutely delighted. I'm not sure if he knew what was coming, but whether he did or not, it's brilliant.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be outstanding for the national anthems.
Freiheit und Recht und Freiheit für das deutsche Vaterland. Danach lasst uns alle streben, brüderlich mit Herz und Hand. Einigkeit und Recht und Freiheit sind des Glückes Unterpfand. Blühen Glanze dieses Glückes, blühe deutsches Vaterland. Blühen Glanze dieses Glückes, blühe deutsches Vaterland.
So the national anthem's then completed. We'll now have a minute's silence.
Outstanding. This is a game of remembrance. We will observe a minute's silence.
So, perfectly observed the minute silence and the respect, which, as I say, Tom, is why we're here, isn't it, really? This game of remembrance, although we're into October, we're sort of a few weeks away from, I suppose, Remembrance time, but it's, you know, it's amazing and it's brilliant that we are commemorating right now.
Yeah, of course, yeah, you know, that's, you know, there's bigger things in lifetime football, and that's what this game's all about. You know, the friendship there's as well.
Well, it's a big night ahead, of course, for our UKAF players. We've already had a look at their team. What about the German lineup? Well, if we have a look at their team, Corporal Max Weisbecker is in goal with Dennis Rolk. Andreas Dieck is the captain, wearing number 4. Some doubt about Florian Esdorf, whether he would be fit enough to play for them this evening, wearing number 5. If he's not able to play, we'll have to just check. Then Lucas Demelnik will come in his place. Sergeant Ben Brandt is at 6. 7 is Holger Wolf, with Nutzos at 8, with Yannick Wolf, very dangerous player, wearing number 10 this evening, and with Niklas Till at 11. And a player that we should also keep a very close eye on is Luca Lübeck. He's a German under-15 international player, but he's now 21 years old, so of course he's graduated a little bit further from then, but obviously a dangerous player. And Lucas Ermler is at number 19. So that's the German lineup. As far as UKAF are concerned, well, there are players that we're very familiar with, of course. Jake Gosling will have a massive role to play this evening, won't he, Tom, wearing number 7. With Sean Thompson as well, and Joe Spalding. Mike Campbell probably running the line up front on his own in this sort of 4-2-3-1 formation that Ginger's come up with.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, John, it's a 4-2-3-1. Like I say, we'll get Gods in good pockets. You know, obviously normally plays a 10, but when he plays out wide, you know, he tucks in, he gets into them little holes where nobody can pick him up. You see, so you know that'll be a big threat for us tonight.
Well, if you remember against the Irish Defence Force, he was absolutely lethal, wasn't he, up there at Corn. But this is a different sort of game this evening, obviously against the Bundeswehr. They're well up for it. It's interesting because talking to their manager, Chief Master Sergeant Olaf Bahn earlier on, of course he was in charge of the team 5 years ago, so remembers, not with bitterness, but certainly wanting a bit of revenge tonight.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, he'll be saying to his players that they always won. But that night we was absolutely sensational. You know, everybody, even the subs, even the lads who weren't in the squad, everyone was just absolutely brilliant. You know, it just was a brilliant night.
It was a fantastic night as well, and one that I don't think I'll ever forget in Rostock as well, to go over there, and the stadium was absolutely packed, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. I remember me and Luke Kearney, we were getting clapped off because we were doing like volleys to each other just before we went in, and yeah, it was quite fun actually, and we didn't know where to look when they were clapping us off, but yeah, Rostock, that night in Rostock, John,
amazing.
We'll leave it there.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I mean you had a great night afterwards, I believe. Anyway, you mentioned Luke Kearney, of course he's in goal, so he's one of the survivors, isn't he, of that? And I think Jake Gosling, of course, is another one as well. Danny Kerr, what can you say about Danny? What an amazing captain he is.
What a guy, you know. You could stand here for hours talking about DK. You know, he's just a lovely lad. I've played him for many years. You know, he's always been the skipper of the Navy, with me being the skipper of the RF, and we've always kept close and in good contact. But he's an absolute gentleman. What a guy.
Keeping an eye on the officials who are looking after things this evening. David McNamara from the Royal Navy is going to be the man in the middle tonight, the referee. Andrew Cuthberts from the Army and Richard Grace from the RAF are his 2 assistants, with John Batterson the 4th official. So again, as we had earlier on, we've got all British officials for this from right across our 3 armed forces. But David McNamara blows his whistle and gets us underway, and it's just brilliant that after 5 years we finally do have this game of remembrance, which we've really missed. But of course, with COVID and all the other things that happened, that really was the reason why we weren't able to get the game of remembrance underway. But it's hoping that this is going to become an annual event, an annual fixture. That's what we can hope for.
Yeah, I believe the Army have give it to the UKAF now, as the Army used to play. So yeah, I think this will keep on going now.
Early corner opportunity then for UKAF, which Jake Gosling will be taking, and I'm sure that they've been working hard on their set pieces in the few days that they've had together. Gosling with the corner, and on the end of it straight away, but cleared by the Germans. Once again, Gosling on this left-hand side. Inside, he feeds to the big number 10, little number 10, Danny Kerr. But the ball coming back into UKAF territory. Early touch for Luke
Great
Kearney.
pass, Luke Kearney.
Yeah, and Joe Spalding. And here's Powell. Important moments these, as the Germans now break on this right-hand side with Lubeck. As I say, he's a dangerous player. I think he was an under-15 left-back for the German national side. Keeping a close eye on him this evening, Tom. Very dangerous. Already we're seeing him actually on the right-hand side tonight already.
Yeah, he seems to be just pulling off of left-back shoulder, Sean Powell, so you'll have to keep an eye on him.
I think we're in for a cracking game here this evening. Two determined sides. I know that Darryl White was saying earlier on, this is the biggest, certainly the biggest match of his managerial career so far. Good intercepted header there by Powell, Sean Powell, 23 years old, Royal Navy man. Powell again in the action. Ball goes out of play, and that is a corner. The first one conceded then by UKAF this evening. Just a couple of minutes gone here at the EBB Stadium. Wherever you are tonight, it's great to have your company joining us live on Facebook and also on our YouTube channel this evening. We'd love to hear from you wherever you are. So an early corner then, which should be taken by Holger Wolf. Corner comes in, and that is headed again clear. It'll be, in fact, a goal kick. I think it was a German head on the end of it.
No, I think we got away with that. Jack Wright won it, good header.
I thought. Now, Jack Wright, you mentioned Jack there, wearing number 16. What an extraordinary rise he has had in the UKAF ranks. He was playing under 23 football, and here he is.
Yeah,
he's just been brilliant. Royal Navy. He was almost a shoo-in in the game against the Irish Defence Force, I remember. Yeah,
I remember watching him in March under 23s into service, and you knew straight away he's a good player. It doesn't matter your age or where you've played, but if you fit into the team, which he has done perfectly, he'll be here for years now. That'll be him.
Well, there's lots of experience out there this evening. Need to mention Mike Campbell, of course, the RAF Honington. He's running the centre forward slot tonight, and he's been around for a long time, as a lot of these players have, but they're absolutely hungry for success tonight. Here's Wolf, Yannick Wolf, in a little tussle there with Danny Kerr.
Yeah, I'd only back one player there, John, to be honest, if you're getting a tussle with Danny Kerr.
You never know who. I think you're pretty certain who's going to come out on top on that one.
Yeah, I know where my money would be going.
But UKAF, good possession, good early possession for them, playing the ball round nicely. Back with Max Weisbacher, who is the German goalkeeper tonight. Florenesdorf clearly did survive that fitness test. He has started the game. There was a bit of a doubt about him earlier on, but he is in that side. Lots of mentions coming through already. Good evening to you, Phil. You should be here, Phil Bright. Good luck to the boys. the gaffer and Hells, of course. Great to hear Tom co-commentating this evening.
This is your job, Chesney, this is your job.
Yeah, you're keeping the seat warm for him. But that's a nice little touch by the Bundeswehr. Cross comes in, low cross from Tile, but that's safely into the hands of Luke Kearney, who's having a great season, I think, so far, isn't he? In non-league football so far, he's doing so well this year.
Yeah, he just moved to Winchester. I was speaking to him before the game, actually, and he said he really enjoys it. You know, a good bunch of lads. So yeah, he's doing well. A great keeper.
And I think there's a lot of good things being said about Felix Norman as well, who is on the bench. He's the substitute goalkeeper for UKAF this evening. I gather his brother actually does play for Oldham Athletic, or is in the Oldham squad anyway. But coming forward here on this left-hand side, nice little play by Powell there. He looks a really good young prospect.
Yeah, he's really good as Sean, you know, attacking full-back. You know what you're going to get with him. He's 100 mile an hour, really good player.
Here's Dick, the captain, Andreas Dick. He gets it back again. The Germans happy, of course, to play out from the back, as they do so well. Coming forward on this left-hand side, this is a real opportunity for the Germans into the penalty area, but brilliantly cut out there. Again, Jack Wright. Referee allows play to go on, and here is Gosling. That's a brilliant ball cross field, and it's allowed to run through then for Joe Spalding. Here's Spalding, takes the 1-2. He'll go for a shot. Maybe he won't, maybe he will.
Oh, he should have shot there.
Yeah.
You remember against the Irish Defence Force?
There was an opportunity.
Yeah, he hit the top bin. He should have had a go there, Joe.
But Michael Campbell picking it up. They win the throw-in, so the chance is still for UKAF to produce something here. Nice break of play by them, though, wasn't it, Tom? There, it was good to see.
Yeah, they did well. The winger did very well there. Nicholas Till did very well. But Jack Wright, as we've just been speaking about, you know, he read that. You know, very good defending.
Let's say good evening to Tony Frank as well. Good luck, lads. Absolutely gutted I couldn't make this one. COVID sucks. You're quite right, Tony. Get well soon, and hope this will help to speed your recovery along on its way.
Yeah, get well soon, Tony.
And we'll try and get through as many messages as we can. Of course, those of you maybe watching in Germany this evening, you're more than welcome. It's great to have you along with us. Just a slight delay in play. David McNamara just having a few words. He looks like he's having a quiet chat with Dave Vincent there.
Yeah, I don't think Dave's too happy about you know, the pull Gozzy back there. And I don't think Note got said to the lad, and you know, UKAF was on the break, so I think you're just having a quiet word with him.
Good turnout this evening at the EBB Stadium. It's good to see plenty of support here for both of these teams, and obviously people come out tonight to watch this. Earlier we had the women's match, which is a highly competitive event, ended 1-1, and we'll show you the highlights of that at half-time. So the referee is still having words. He's not happy with things, and the throw-in will now be able to be played. Out onto that far side of the field, a cross comes in, it's blocked, so it'll be a second corner to UKAF.
Yeah, good play by Danica there, winning the corner. Hopefully they can capitalise from this.
In the gloomy side of the EBB Stadium, that far side of the field.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Few instructions just being read out from the touch line, which are taken on board by Sean Powell. Angela Parhill says good luck UKAF. Anyway, they have a corner, their second corner of the game. It's swung in and headed clear by one of the German defenders. But a little bit of uncertainty at the back there. It'll be tidied up, I'm sure, by Esdorf. As the Germans have an opportunity to break, but no, it's cut out, and opportunity then for UKAF. Here's Gosling, takes the 1-2 with Kerr. Through ball. No danger at all to Weisbacher.
No, I could see the intention there from Gosling. Tomo put his hand up as to say, yeah, I should have been there. But yeah, better football from the UKAF. Just kept it simple.
Competitive opening few minutes here. Just been playing just 10 minutes of this game of remembrance at the EBB Stadium here, home of Aldershot Town. National League side, of course, aiming to get back into the Football League again. Such great links with Army football as well, and brilliant of the club to allow 2 games to be played on this pitch in one day. I'm sure the groundsman has done a fantastic job, but breaking down on this left-hand side of the Germans' opportunity, the ball is hit wide in the end, and it was Athanasios Noutsos who had the opportunity, and that was probably the clearest cut opportunity of the game so far.
It was, yeah, good play by the Germans. They seem to be getting down their left-hand side. Go down that side a lot, to be honest, and good pull back, but I thought he should have done a bit better. We got away with that, the UKAF.
There's a lot of space for them going forward, especially on this right side as well. I know that Lubeck was standing by waiting, and he was unmarked. So UKAF have got to be careful about that. They're dangerous on the break, as we've already seen.
Yeah, they look a solid outfit, John. Like you say, sort of know what you're going to get with them. They're always a good outfit. I know they've got a lot of new faces from a few years ago, but yeah, they look steady.
But it's UKAF who had the ball on that right-hand side. That's a lovely through ball from Brodie Gray. Finds Michael Campbell. Takes the 1-2 to Gosling. Shouts for a penalty. Waved away by the referee. Here's Thompson. Just checks back. Thompson again, and Gosling.
That's
ball.
Better.
It's nice use of the wings here. Jack Wright will spread it wide onto the left-hand side. This is brilliant work from Powell. Claims that he was brought down, but the referee allows play to go on. Highly competitive stuff. The Germans playing some neat stuff in midfield.
Yeah, that's one thing you'll get with the referee, Dave McNamara. He'll let play go, to be honest, and sometimes it's not always right, but that's just the way he refs.
Nice stuff again. This is Sean Thompson. Ball goes wide then to Brodie Gray. Again, the lovely through ball, Campbell. Back to Gosling. Gosling looking to feed his man into the box. Nice working from the UKAF team. That's brilliant work. Oh, and the ball goes across the field, and it's cleared away eventually by the Germans, but there was all sorts of danger in that box there. Great work again from Sean Thompson there.
Yeah, Mike Campbell, Tomo played it into him. Cameron went down the line and put a great cross in. Good play.
So who's this throwing on to? Referee just consulting. It looks like it's going to be a German throw. Bradley C says howdy from San Antonio, Texas. Retired US Army soldier here, and he says go UKAF. Great to hear from you this evening, Bradley. Great to know that people are watching from all over the world this evening here on our live broadcast on Forces News, Facebook and YouTube. 0-0 the score. Highly competitive opening to this match. It was a pretty adventurous ball back then from Jake Gosling, but he finds Luke Kearney, who's now sort of taken the left back position at the moment.
Yeah, he don't mind them, does Luke?
No, he doesn't, but as long as he doesn't play himself into trouble.
No, he's very good with his feet. His distribution, second to none.
It's such an open game so far, but the clearest cut chance has gone to the Germans so far when Nutzos hit the ball wide when he should have at least found the target.
Yeah, good opportunity, like you say, John. They've had the best one at the minute, but I think the UKAF are growing into the game. A couple of phases of play just before the Germans had the ball now, and yeah, I think we're growing into it.
It's a sort of game we expected, though. Good open ball. That's a fantastic through ball. Opportunity then for the number 8 coming into the box. And the ball, it sails just wide. And the referee says goal kick. I thought it probably took a deflection. In fact, he has changed his mind and has given the corner in the end. But that again was Nutzos on that left-hand side. So dangerous, and what a through ball that was.
Yeah, great pass, and like I said, they seem to be getting in on their left-hand side. That seems to be the favoured side to go down. And yeah, great recovery run from Brodie Gray and good tackle.
Yeah, and it was the tackle, and it has conceded the corner, but it whisked just past that near post. So a second corner of the game then, which Holger Wolf will take. Takes it short. And again, headed clear. That's good defensive work again from the big number 16 from Jack Wright.
Yeah, good, had a great ball in as well. Well worked corner, but yeah, good defending.
So a third opportunity then from a corner kick for the German side. And Yannick Wolf is walking over. I think he's been I'm sure he was involved in the game in Rostock 5 years ago. It's difficult to remember all of it, but you probably remember better than I do.
Yeah, he looks familiar, but I'm not certain if it was him, to be honest.
Anyway, he takes the corner. It's cleared away again. High into the Hampshire sky goes that ball, and that will be safely into the hands of the defence. Well cleared in the end. Danger by Sean Thompson. Tomo, of course, a sergeant in the Royal Electrical and Mechanical Engineers. Andy Murphy says, "Hey Tom, congratulations on the new club. Big loss to service football. Go UKAF." Are you still at North Ferriby?
No, unfortunately I've had to leave North Ferriby. My eldest lad, he's just turned 8. He plays for Manchester United, so we've got quite a big commitment. And North Ferriby, would like you there 3 times a week, and I just can't commit to that. I've got to give a bit more time to my little boy. So unfortunately, I've had to move on. I've gone to Ossett United now.
Okay.
Which is only 20 minutes from home.
Yeah.
Still, a good club. But yeah.
I know you had good times at North Ferriby, a great little club there on Humberside.
Yeah, excellent. We won the league last year.
Yeah, they're a great team.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah.
Opportunity again for the Germans, looking dangerous on this left-hand side, and it's Nicholas Thiel.
Yeah, again, John down the left-hand side. I think we need to do something about that, or cut the supply out to the left-hand side. Maybe show them the opposite side. And see what they can do with them. But yeah, that seems to be their preferred option, going down the left-hand side.
It does. They have another corner, which Yannick Wolf will take. Germans looking dangerous from the set pieces, but that goes harmlessly wide in the end. Good defensive work though from UKAF. Just it's not exactly man-for-man marking, but they are certainly making sure it's not zonal.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, we seem to be. I don't want to say it too early, John, but we seem to be strong off set pieces here. We're holding a zone, so hope it stays that way.
Here's Gray. Brings his goalkeeper into play. And here's Jack Wright. Nicely played by UKAF. Danny Kerr with a brilliant through ball. Just a little bit too long, I think, for even Mike Campbell to catch.
Yeah, it must have put quite a bit on it there if Cammy couldn't catch it. He's a bullet, his Cam, as we know. He sometimes, a lot of times, make a bad pass look good. So yeah, that must put quite a bit on that.
Germans have it then with their captain, Andreas Dick. There's a corporal. Takes it back. Germans just happy to play quietly and slowly out. We've already seen how razor sharp they can be. And just sort of keeping an eye on Thiel on that left-hand side. Looks a dangerous player. They've been doing a bit of swapping around. Good defensive play and good cover again from Jack Wright. And now UKAF can break on this left-hand side. And this is Joe Spalding.
Good tackle,
Great tackle then from Brandt. And again, this is such an open game, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, John. Yeah, you know, it's starts to get
offside
now as well. You know, it looks, you know, both sides have settled into it now.
I think that's actually the first offside decision, which is quite surprising considering what an open match we've had so far.
Yeah, first one.
0-0 the score. Opportunities for both teams, but the best ones for the Germans. UKAF can't afford to give that ball away. We know how quickly the Germans are breaking onto that left-hand side, and this time it's Holger Wolf who's being challenged by Brodie Gray. Ball goes out wide. Again, UKAF happy to clear. Just clear the danger away. It's a German throw-in.
Yeah, good defending again there, John. But as we said, it's the number 11, Nicholas Till, who keeps getting down the left-hand side. You know, he seems to like to really want to get on and put crosses in.
Looks like Lucas Ermler is just winding himself up for a long throw. Again, a dangerous weapon, as good as a corner, really. But it's brilliantly headed clear again by UKAF. And that man again, Jack Wright, is already showing himself to be such a rock at the back. And straight away UKAF breaking forward now then with Mike Campbell. Final ball just letting them down.
Yeah, good run by Cammy there. You know, he was on his own, so he had to check till Joe and Joe Spalding and Tomo could get out of him. But yeah, great play by Cammy there again.
All in green tonight, the German side. Dennis Rolke wearing number 2. He finds Thiel. Takes it back. And he'll spin that ball wide onto this right-hand side.
It's a great ball.
It was just a little bit too much for Lubke to pick it up. But both of these teams being able to spray the ball about on this expansive pitch here at the EBB. And here's Thompson. He'll chase after that one. He'll chase lost causes all night, won't he?
Cammy will, yeah, he will. That's what I was saying earlier as well. Even with, you know, you put a ball in behind for him, he'll never fail to chase it. He'll make it look good for you. But yeah, must be a bit of a game plan there. Just sit off him, let him have it, and then press, engage him once they get to a certain point.
So halfway through this first half, 22.5 minutes gone. It's 0-0. The Germans pressing though, the Bundeswehr. Good header by Sean Powell. Collected by Jake Gosling. Referee gets in the way of Danny Kerr's ball, so that will be a drop ball.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I don't think that was the referee's fault there. It's one of them, you know. Just got in the way. We'll always blame him, but you know,
it happens. It happens. Good evening to Miriam Gorlek, shouting for Deutschland this evening, as is Etet Deutschland. Good to know that you're watching over there this evening. It's UKAF approaching the penalty area. Good little challenge, a good tussle going on there on that right-hand side.
Yeah, I see Goz and Joe Spalding have switched sides now. Goz has come out to the left and Joe's gone out to the right. You know, maybe get a bit more joy. We need to get Goz on the ball more. He picks up some nice pockets, but we're getting him on it too deep. We need to get him on it a bit further up the field.
Samuel Garrett says, where's this being played? Is it Colchester or Aldershot? It's actually Aldershot. This is the home of Aldershot Town FC, not the Military Stadium tonight, Sam. But it's 0-0 between these two teams, meeting for the first time in 5 years. And as I say, we're hoping that this will become very much an annual event in the military sporting calendar. International football like this doesn't come around very often. I know for all these players it'll be such an honour to be representing UKAF this evening.
Oh yeah, of course. I'm itching just watching it, but it's speaking to the lads. As I do, I keep in touch with loads of them. And even before the game, I went into the dressing room, and the lads, the dressing room were buzzing. Like I say, representing your country, and against Germany, what bigger fixture, to be honest.
Totally. And I mean, the other thing to mention here, both of these teams, I'm sure, but we can only refer, to UKAF, is that the boys do not get together very often. They've been together for 3 days before this fixture, and the standard of football that they are playing this evening reflects how well they're doing, I guess, in civilian football.
Of course, yeah, and that's what the military does. The football side of it, they want you to play civilian football. So you're of course, you're keeping fit, keeping sharp. But yeah, you only have to watch into services, which is every match, and the standard's getting better and better each year.
Brodie Gray back to Sam Rawlings, who finds his goalkeeper, and this is Jack Wright. Rather a hopeful ball forward there. Didn't find who he was looking for. So rather a quiet period of play now. You just feel there's a bit of a storm about to happen at one end or the other. Yeah,
hopefully, it's just gone off a bit as a game on it, and a couple of straight passes. But there we go. Hopefully that's picked it up with Jack Wright.
German's pretty comfortable at the back at the moment, it has to be said. Nice play there from Kerr, but the ball lost in midfield, and here's Holger Wolf out to his number 11, to Thiele, and the goalkeeper has to come and make the save from Lucas Ermler.
Yeah, good positioning from Luke Kearney there again. Like I say, he plays as a sweeper anyway. He loves the ball at his feet, but yeah, once they put it in behind, he's always there or thereabouts.
Ermler wearing 19. He's a big-looking lad, about 6'4", I'd imagine, 6'5".
Yeah, I think I was calling him Nicholas Thiele earlier, but no, that's him who keeps bombing forward. He's he seems to be their outlet all the time. I'm glad I'm not playing right back, John.
Yeah,
having to follow him all the time at my age.
Well, so far Brodie Gray's certainly doing okay.
He is, yeah.
He's managing it pretty well.
He's drawn into the game, Brodie. He's obviously he plays midfield for the RAF, so obviously going back into right back.
And here he is. Claims for offside. The flag has not gone up. Ball comes into the middle, into the penalty area, and Danny Kerr went down. The referee says that was not a foul, but the UKAF still have a throw-in. Here's Kerr. Great cross. Goalkeeper on the end of it.
He's a big lad as a goalkeeper, John. I've just noticed that. He's I think anything into the box he'll eat up, to be honest.
But that's brilliantly run back by Sean Thompson. And here's Gosling. Lovely touch. Vincent will get it back. But Brodie Gray just having to track back to get that. Decides to go back to his goalkeeper, and they will build once more. Yeah, we just need to settle, John. We need some leaders out there just to settle us down and keep out of the football for a few minutes, just to work the Germans. Acting as a sweeper is the goalkeeper, really.
Yeah, you want to see him play outfield as well, Johnny, in training and stuff. And I think maybe for his court times he plays outfield. I think he plays
he does.
Up front at number 10, so he loves it. He's a great goalkeeper, one of the best I've played with, to be honest.
Well, UKAF are well supplied with goalkeepers. Obviously, Christian Pollock-Brigg from the Royal Air Force. You know all about Christian. Who,
yeah, PB, very good goalkeeper here as well, and Felix on the bench tonight. You know, some great goalkeepers. Joe Gorman.
Yep.
We've been, you know, really blessed over the years with fantastic goalkeepers, but you know, unfortunately, you can only play one. And you know, Luke Kearney's been about years, and you know, played at a nice standard with Conference South, and you know, so it's unfortunate for lads coming in, to be honest.
Nice midfield play from UKAF. Just holding on to the ball. That's lovely work there from Vincent. Goes out. Looking for the long ball forward is Jack Wright, but the linesman's flag's gone up for offside. And it will be a free kick to the Bundeswehr.
Yeah, we need to watch offsides there. You shouldn't be offside. The ball's travelled 50-60 yards. Should be keeping an eye on the line, to be honest.
Heard from Dan Stoneman. Come on, the boys now, Dan Stoneman. He had a part to play, didn't he, Dan?
Yeah, what a player.
5 years ago, Dan, we do remember that fantastic goal that you scored.
Yeah, great lad, Stoney. Hope you're well, mate. But yeah, good player. Very good player, you know, always an outlet for us. Used to hate playing against him, obviously, against the Army, but you just always try and kick him. But yeah, good player. Hope you're well, mate.
And I'm sure there's quite a few of the class of 2018 who are watching this evening, wherever you are. It's great to have you along tonight. Lives long in the memory, that game in Rostock, which of course was celebrating German Armed Forces Day, and it wasn't the result they were expecting, I don't think.
No, there wasn't. No. Yeah, they fancied the chances that night, John, and like I say, we were just a complete performance. You know, we were just brilliant all over the park, and everything just went right for us.
Then that followed, obviously, great period with success with the Kentish Cup as well, under Nick DeLong, and in fact I think Nick is here this evening.
Yeah, met up with Nick and Diffan. Obviously we've been guests of honours. Yeah, so it's always good to catch up with them.
Yeah, great people. Okay, here's a chance then for UKAF on this right hand side. Here's Thompson, goes into the box, the ball goes out for a throw in. He's still got plenty of pace, hasn't he, as Sean Mike Campbell as well. Great on that right hand side, just running off there. Cross comes in, and a header on the end of it from Jake Gosling, harmlessly over the bar in the end. But that's really the first time they've threatened, I think, the Bundeswehr goal.
Yeah, good ball. Yeah, it looked a bit high for him, but if I'm on pitch, I'm telling him he should have done better. But yeah, we need to test his goalkeeper. Like I say, he's a big lad. But see what he's like at getting down. We need to hit a few shots at him.
I mean, to be fair, the German defence hasn't really allowed too much in the way of opportunities in front of goal for UKAF so far. Great turn, brilliant bit of play then from Sean Powell there, clearing his lines. Jake Gosling gets it out of play. Germans have the throw. Dennis Rolk will take. This game being played in a great spirit so far. It's just so good to see. A lot at stake, obviously. Oh, Luke Kearney decides to do the... I don't think his defence were too happy with him for that.
No, I don't think so.
And here the Germans still with an opportunity. The ball going across field. Lupke, there was support in there for him. Yes. Didn't find his man.
Sam Rawlins did well there. Luke Kearney, like I say, just wants to play out, which is great. But I don't think Sam was ready for it, and I know he had a go at him, but yeah.
You just can't afford mistakes. Now, what can UKAF do here? Here's Jake Gosling. Such a fast-moving game. Oh, but his cross, I don't think it went anywhere near where he wanted it to go.
No, that's a shock from Gos, that, to be honest. He normally commits a defender and plays someone in. Yeah, I'm not sure there.
Keep those messages coming in wherever you are around Europe, around the world tonight. Obviously it's another big European football night. and England's rugby union team are in action as well. So if you're tuning in and watching us, we're delighted to have you with us. Now, what can the German side do here? Here's Irmler, but he loses out. UKAF win it back. Irmler, in fact, will take that throw in. Tall number 19. Brandt back to Irmler. Big goalkeeper comes into this as well now. Max Weisbecker. Andreas Dick, experienced captain. In fact, they're a tall team, aren't they, the German side?
Yeah, John, I was just thinking there, they haven't got no one technically as good as we've got, but they're just a solid outfit throughout. Every one of the players looks comfortable on the ball. They know the jobs.
Brilliantly cut out that cross by Sean Powell, and here is Jake Gosling. Danny Kerr switches the ball to Brodie Gray on that right hand side. Germans so well organised, though, so difficult to break down.
Yeah, if you look when we get the ball at the back, they have sort of like an engagement line. Until we cross the halfway line, they don't engage us. It's always hard to break a team down like that.
And Vincent gets the 1-2. Trying to put through Joe Spalding on that right hand side, and well, he was hoping for a corner, but the result is a goal kick.
Yeah, good defending again by Irmler. I really like the look of him, John. Like I say, he marauds forward all the time. The big left back, and he's defended well. He looks a really good player. Him.
Lutzost, the 1-2 with Esdorf. Oh, an opportunity then for the Germans, but Luke Koenig quickly off his line to deny Yannick Wolf the opportunity. Didn't get near the ball, but it was pretty close.
Yeah, again, as we said numerous times, Luke Koenig is like a sweeper, and so luckily if you do get beaten behind, 9 times out of 10 is there to help you out.
But it's still 0-0 in this game of remembrance between UKAF wearing the all red and the all green strip of the Bundeswehr. Jack Wright, really impressive young man, but his ball is cut out by the Germans. That will be UKAF will have the ball. Jake Gosling on the left hand side here leaves the throw in to Sean Powell. And Gosling, good work from him. Back to Wright. Just no time on the ball, is there, for either of these teams, really?
No, there isn't. No, a lot of it's compact in the middle of the park. A bit of magic up, like I'm saying, if we can get Gosling in that 10 row where he is now, and Joe Spalding and Tomo in behind, I think we could break him down that way. But yeah, it's an evenly contested game so far.
It most certainly is, but there's space on that right hand side, brilliantly collected, and the ball goes in, the header nodded down, Gosling's on the end of it, but it's cleared again by the German defence.
Good play, and brilliant frontman play by Cammy there. He hadn't been selfish as a striker. He could have gone for goal there, but he knew that Gos were running onto it. So great play by Cammy.
Here's Brodie Gray, takes the 1-2. That's going to be collected by Joe Spalding. As far as Gosling on the edge of the box, he can work some magic. Spalding back to Gray with the cross. Oh, hits the top of the net. From where we were looking, it's almost as if it dropped in.
Yeah, better play that, John. Like I say, we've got Gos into them good areas there, and I keep mentioning him, but he does make this team tick, and the RF, to be honest. So yeah, we need to get him in good areas, and that way, when he's in good areas, he'll find the likes of Tomo and Cammy and Joe Spalding as well.
So the Germans have the ball just at the moment. Long ball forward, once again chased hard by the number 11 for them, Tilly, and he will win another corner for the Germans out of nothing.
Yeah, again, there he would again. Ermler running down the left-hand side. You know, we've spoke about him, you know, since minute 1 really, and there he would again, marauding down then. You know, won a corner.
So what can they do with this? Yannick Wolf will take this one on that left-hand side. Lots of big players in that box. Just sort of keeping a close eye on them. The whole ball headed over the bar in the end by Brandt, Benjamin Brandt. And to be fair, you know, Luke Kearney has not had a save to make so far, and neither has Max Weisbecker in the Bundeswehr goal.
No, that's it. I think both teams are just cancelling each other out. You know, someone needs to pull something out of the bag really, and like I say, you know,
but you can't take your eyes off this game.
No, you can't.
You know, it's not dull by any means. It's 0-0, but it certainly isn't a dull affair at all. Both teams are absolutely going for it and looking for that opportunity that might just give them the chance. But so far, both teams drawing a blank here. Into the last 5 minutes of this first half at the EBB Stadium, home of Aldershot Town FC. UKAF against the Bundeswehr of Germany in this game of remembrance, live here on Forces News, YouTube and Facebook. Picked up in midfield then. Opportunity then for Danny Kerr. Spreads it onto the left-hand side. Looking for Sean Thompson. Thompson again will put through Joe Spalding. Great work from Spalding. Coming into this is Sean Powell. Kerr again.
that's better. A bit more patience from the UKAF here. That's a lot better.
Very patient build-up, but they have lost the ball again. And this is Rolk. You just get a feeling it might be down to a mistake, the first goal that we see tonight. Not too many mistakes have been made so far by either side.
No, not at the minute. Like you say, the Germans, look compact and very composed side. And again, we know what we get from the UKAF. We're always organised. So yeah, no mistakes at the minute, and hopefully it goes one our way.
That's a beautiful ball, but an offside. Just timed his run, not quite to perfection. Did Luka Lubka.
Yeah, I was thinking he must be fast to be that far in front of Sean Powell, but yeah, it was offside.
Yeah. Good evening to Scott Richmond and Tim Cooper who are watching. I'm glad you're watching, Scott, because he's in our gallery tonight. Okay, great stuff from Jake again. He's just so comfortable on the ball and gets a quality cross in, which is dealt with by goalkeeper Weisbecker.
Yeah, there he is again. Like we were saying earlier, any cross into the box, you'd like to think he's going to come and claim everything. The size of him, he's like a man mountain.
He certainly is. Yeah, it's going to take a lot to beat him tonight, especially if a penalty turns up.
Yeah.
We won't be going to extra time and penalties, by the way, in case you are wondering. This is very much a friendly fixture. Brodie Gray. Luke Kearney wanting to get in on the act again. Brings it just to his left-hand side. And Jack Wright playing the 1-2 with Danny Kerr. Here's Kerr again. Just looking for some support. Gray and Kerr, he's absolutely everywhere, as he always is. 33 years old now is Danny Kerr. You wouldn't think so, would you?
No, you wouldn't, no. I think I'm still fitter than him, but he might say otherwise.
And that's a foul committed there on Sean Powell by Dennis Rolk. not been many fouls at all in this game so far.
No, I was just thinking that.
It's been such a clean game.
It's been a really nice game.
Yeah, it's a great game to watch. Just could do with a couple of goals. So what can they do here then? Dave Vincent and Luke Gosling on the ball. 3 minutes of extra time we're going to have at the end of this first half of stoppage time. Not quite sure where that 3 minutes has come from, actually.
No.
Talking of fouls, that's a foul committed this time.
I was thinking
by Joe Spalding.
But this season, John, in our games we've had 8 minutes.
Absolutely, and quite right too. There's, there has to be a minimum amount of time played, isn't it, on actually the ball on the pitch. Well, tonight, I think the ball has been on the pitch, for certainly over that minimum amount of time.
It has, yeah. I was speaking to a referee the other week, actually. Obviously, with my age, I'm playing over 100 minutes every game, and he was saying throughout the season they reckon that you're likely to play an extra 5 games with the time added on. That's what they reckon it'll equate to.
No way through for the Germans. Back with Rolk. And he finds Brandt on the edge of the box, goes for it, takes a deflection. It will go out for possibly a corner, but it's brilliantly collected then by the number 13, Lubke, and that ball goes out of the stadium.
We just need to stay solid here, John, on this, with a minute left on this set piece. Get everyone back in and just stay solid, really.
Well, this is the Bundeswehr's 6th corner of this first half. Just 2 for UKAF. And the corner then coming in on this right-hand side from Holger Wolf. Headed clear by Danny Kerr. Brilliantly headed clear. Now, chance for UKAF to break in these last few minutes, and surely he was held back.
That's a yellow card, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the first card of the evening, is going to be shown to the number 6 for Germany, Benjamin Brandt. Unnecessary, really. I mean, it was okay, there was a break on, but
yeah, to be fair, John, I think that's a good professional foul there, where he's if he hadn't stopped us there, Tomo got past him, we were 3v2.
Free kick then taken, goes wide onto this left-hand side. Sean Powell still going, loses his footing. Referee says play on. Here's Gosling, and the corner conceded, so this must be approaching the last kicks of this first half then. So what can UKAF do with their 3rd corner of the game?
Hopefully score, John. Hopefully score, eh?
Well, great opportunity. Jake Gosling to produce his magic from the set piece.
Great ball.
Header coming in. And that is indeed the last action of a very competitive first half. Both of these teams showing great commitment, pushing forward at every opportunity, but precious few chances so far for either of them in front of goal. Probably the best one just falling to Athanasos, I can't say his name, Nutsos for the Bundeswehr, and he hit the ball wide when he really should have hit the target. And just a few sort of half chances for UKAF in that first half, but Tom, from your point of view, competitive first half, but maybe room for improvement in the second.
Yeah, both teams cancel each other out, and I still think there's more to come from the UKAF. Obviously, we're not knowing the Germans, a new side, like I say, but I still think there's a lot more to come for us. So, I'm confident second half that we can still get a win here. I reckon we could nick it.
Well, don't go away too far, will you? It's half-time here at the EBB Stadium. It's 0-0 between UKAF and the German Bundeswehr in this match of remembrance. We'll be back, of course, Tom and myself and the team back here live for the second half in just a few minutes' time. But we're going to bring you up to date with some more action now. We're going to bring you some rugby league as well from the Inter-Services Championship, which was last week. But we'll start off with the highlights, shall we, from the game that was played earlier today here between the UKAF women and the Bundeswehr women. Let's join the action now then in that first half. Our commentary team there, Kath Brazier and Kempy Kemp.
Is pretty much reading. She's reading the game incredibly well.
She's a very strong player as well, isn't she? She's going to give Edwards a lot to think about.
Oh, that's gone straight out to captain. Can she just leg it in? Oh, what a strike! Oh, she was inches from the top there.
She had time to set it up, and
we are still goalless as we approach half time here. Bundeswehr. Oh, with another great shot on goal. Oh, lovely stretch by Smith.
Yeah, great shot.
I think that was going top left-hand corner, wasn't it?
I was definitely going in,
and she judged the jump just right. Shoots of the green. And Schlegel then in.
That should have been a goal, really. That was a
beautiful pass in from Jessica Schlegel, and wasn't quite picked up half time with a couple of really close attempts on goal. Dixon then, and she's got Edwards. He's got all the ball. She's got so much space. Oh! Do you know what? Even Libby Dixon's looking at her going, I was free.
But if that had gone in, and I know Libby would have done the same, 100%. Libby would have took that as a shot.
As the sunshine comes out here at Aldershot Town.
Yeah, it looks like Lucy Farrow's going to come on for the UKAF.
Okay, so RAF player Lucy Farrow.
Oh, chance here for Bundeswehr. Goal.
Goal. That came out of nothing, really, didn't it?
Absolutely nothing. Good finish.
UKAF's ball, and it was a silly pass, to be honest, cross goal. And it was a goal for
number 4,
Annalena Wasserman. UKAF Bundeswehr then, with a lovely ball forward to Annika Mikkel, but she's high and wide of the goal. But UKAF caught then again by a fast ball forward. Pitt Wilson on the far right there into Farrow. Oh, goalkeeper again, incredibly alert.
Yeah, good shot on the turn.
Oh, there's 6 minutes of injury time. Corner then for UK Armed Forces, and they've gone for the short corner this time.
Hey, no, that's in!
UKAF have equalised! It's 1-1 here at Aldershot Town. That was fantastic. It's Kira Boylan.
Fantastic goal.
Wow.
That's what it needed. That's what we've been waiting for. A bit of excellence.
What a strike from UK Armed Forces. Wow, we game on here. It's 1-1. We've just been announced. It's 6 minutes injury time. And the UK Armed Forces women have equalised through an incredible strike from Kira Boylan here. And that could nearly be it. We are over the 6 minutes now of injury time. 1-1 here. And the Bundeswehr have it. But it could be just a matter of seconds before the whistle's blown. Great from captain, and that is it, Kempy. 1-1. I mean,
I think that's a fair result.
Just joining us tonight, you're more than welcome here on Forces News. An opportunity for the RAF that are going to go through for the try. And it is Will Lamont on his debut for the RAF has scored the try to put the Air Force ahead in these early minutes of the game. And up and under. Oh, and it's not forward. And Ben Chambers picks it up, and surely he's going to go for the line and score the try. And he does. The fullback was there first. Ben Chambers equalises at 4 points each for the Royal Navy. And here's a chance then for the Navy. Lovely 1-2, and the man who's going through, surely to score, is Reece Joel. Brought to ground though. Real opportunity then for the Navy. Can they make the most of this and turn this into a try? Brilliant breakthrough for them from Matty Gaskell, and the ball goes wide. That is a try, and the Navy are in for their second try of the game. High kick comes up from the captain, from Bradley, who's underneath it. It's an RAF, and it's going to be a try in that corner, and it is a try in the corner, is it? They think it is. The referee is looking, and he says, yes he is, it's a try.
You need to get the numbers right.
Yeah, it looks like Tilly's going to come back onto the pitch for the Navy very shortly. Driving for the line, brought to earth. Very, very close. And are they over? No, they're not. They're being held up right on the line here. Tremendous play for the Navy. This time...
He's held up, he's held up. Oh,
no, he isn't. He isn't held up.
Oh.
And that is a really important try for the Navy. It has boiled over, unfortunately. I think this has been sort of coming, hasn't it? There's a lot of tension out there, and the referee there's a couple of fist fights breaking out, just getting it totally out of control.
No, they need to sort the discipline out. This is not what we want to see in interforces football.
We do not need this, and the referee's got a lot of sorting out to do here.
He's gone. He's sent the fullback off.
There's a red card,
and that's for retaliation. That was 25
Well,
he's probably the most dynamic player as well for the Royal.
And a red card as well for, it looks like, Ben Taylor.
Yeah, the captain's gone.
Well, that is not what we wanted to see. So Ben Taylor gets his marching orders. 2. And Tilly, lovely grubber kick, and was he taken out? But Ben Chambers is over for the try again. Another try for Ben Chambers. That's his 5th try of the season in the inter-services. He picked up the loose and he collected it and went over for another try for the Navy. There's Ben Miller.
Look at all that space over there. 4 defenders on that 60 metres.
What can the Air Force do here? That ball goes out wide, and it's going to be a try. It is going to be another try for the RAF, and again, it's Nick Slaney who's in. It was really well worked try for the Air Force. And that is the final whistle.
Well done. Yeah, fair play.
And it's the celebrations are as big here now as they were at Odsal Stadium 12 months ago, because the Royal Navy have done the double once again.
Hi, I'm Richard Johnson, and this is In Case You Missed It. Sharing the spoils, the Army women and RAF men took the honours at this year's Inter-Services Golf Championships. The Royal Navy made history in April by winning both men's and women's titles together in the delayed 2022 event, but sat out the final day this time following defeats to both the RAF and Army. For the first time since 2012, the tournament was staged at Woodhall Spa, the home of English golf. Meeting a footballing icon, the Royal Navy women's side with former England Lioness Ellen White, after being crowned champions at the first ever CSSC Women's Football Festival. 18 teams took part in the Civil Service Sports Council competition at the FA's training ground, St George's Park. After winning the final 4-0, the Navy players got to meet the England women's all-time goalscorer and talk tactics and the opportunities created by Royal Navy football. Next, Army Bowl. The British Army American football team warmed up for the first ever inter-services with a tough match against Bristol Apache. They had been due to kick off against the Royal Navy, but a change of schedule meant they played Bristol instead. The Royal Navy and RAF Mustangs will now play the first ever inter-services game on October the 13th. And the best of both worlds. Army Rugby Union player Private India King is signing with Premiership side Harlequins as a dual-registered player. Private King was a member of the Army squad who won the Inter-Services Championships this year, where she scored a try against the Royal Air Force. Dual registration means she'll be able to play and train with both Harlequins and the Army.
India King with the try.
Hello and welcome to Courses Sport.
You've been doing all right with the tries, haven't you, last couple of seasons?
Not bad.
Yeah.
Amy Cocaine, as always, a real pleasure.
Well, a warm welcome back to the EBB Stadium here in Aldershot this evening, as we're waiting for the two teams to come out for the second half of this game of remembrance. UK Armed Forces against the Bundeswehr. Half-time, 0-0. Precious few chances really for both sides, and a really competitive game so far. Competed in midfield. The UKAF players now just emerging from the field. The substitutes just doing their have been out on the field doing their warm-ups ahead of the second half, obviously hoping in anticipation that they will be able to play their parts in this game and who knows, score the winning goal, who knows. Just a few mentions. I should mention to those of you watching this evening, good evening to a -69er, hello from Coventry, good evening to you, and also Fireband 1, hey and welcome here, greetings from CH. Now I imagine that's probably Switzerland, is it? Good evening to you. Joe Gibson says it's a jolly good game, come on chaps. Not sure who they are shouting for. I'd imagine it's probably for UKAF. Both teams on the pitch now, the UKAF lads just doing their warm-ups, getting themselves ready. And the second half, the Bundeswehr will be kicking from right to left in their all-green strip, and came over on Monday and have been staying at Sandhurst, I believe, at the Royal Military Academy at Sandhurst, both the men's and the women's players from the Bundeswehr doing a lot of their training over there. Angelina Herring says good evening from Deutschland, no doubt cheering on the Bundeswehr side. You've had a couple of chances, as we say, in that first half. Officials just taking their place now onto the pitch and will be getting underway very, very shortly. D. Parker says, come on lads. Dan Goodridge, brilliant. Go on Tom Clace lads, says Chris Moody. Tom hasn't rejoined me just yet, but he was off to get a cup of tea actually. I think that was the plan. But we are just about ready to start the second half. Dave McNamara from the Royal Navy has had to produce the yellow card just once so far. Andrew Cuthbert and Richard Graves, his two assistant referees, running the lines tonight. And it's a really good little turnout here this evening at the EBB as well. Great to see people coming out to support military football, especially for this game of remembrance. And it'll be the Bundeswehr who will get us underway in the second half. And away we go then. with Brandt firing the ball wide to Dennis Rolk, the right back. Early touch then for Andreas Dick, the captain. Switches it to Esdorf. He has it back, just looking for some space. Carves his way through, but offside is given against Yannick Wolf. So UKAF then will have a chance to get their claws on the ball. And their goalkeeper Luke Kearney. Brodie Gray wearing number 2 on this right hand side. Sean Powell wearing number 3 left back, with Sam Rawlings, Jack Wright central of defence, Danny Kerr and Dave Vincent in midfield, with Jake Gosling, Sean Thompson, Joe Spalding and Michael Campbell. No changes for either side that I can see so far in this second half, but obviously both camps, Darryl White and Olaf Barnett, will have a chance to make some changes if they need. There's plenty on the bench for both sides. Into the midfield then. Here come UKAF. And this is Joe Spalding. Great work from him. Opportunities to the left and to the right. And just a little bit too far for Jake Gosling to connect to. But that was good early pressure then from UKAF in these early moments of the second half. And you can bet your bottom dollar that if Gosling or Mike Campbell had been on the end of that, we could have had our first goal of the evening. But UKAF starting this second half confidently. Germans have the early throw-in. Important interception there from Jack Wright. Here's Gosling. Crosses the halfway line. This is a great run from him. Great challenge though from the number 2, from Rolk. These two still tussling for it. Ball goes out of play. And I thought Gosling felt that he'd won the throw-in, but it's been given the other way. Live here on Forces News, YouTube and Facebook. Early moments of this second half then in this game of remembrance between UKAF and the Bundeswehr. The ball back with Luke Kearney, UKAF's goalkeeper. Here's Sean Powell. UKAF trying to kick that ball in, but it in vain in the end. A challenge for the ball, and it's won. The ball is won by Spalding. Shoots. Oh, and really that should have been buried in the back of the net. Real opportunity for UKAF in these early stages of the second half. Great work from Joe Spalding. He won the ball, but he couldn't find the target, and it remains 0-0. Well, that's certainly the best opportunity that UKAF have had so far in this match, and it's such a shame because Joe Spalding did all the hard work there. But there's a warning for the Bundeswehr.
Yeah, he's got to hit the target there though, John. You know, it's I'd be in his ear if I'm honest there.
He did the hard work, didn't he? He did all the hard work, and it just didn't pay off in the end. Remains 0-0. Dave McNamara just having a few words with Holger Wolf, the Bundeswehr. That's well won by the Germans. Lovely through ball onto this left-hand side and going wide onto the left, but run out of play in the end was Lucas Ermler. He's so fast, isn't he? The pace that he has.
He is good defending there though by Brodie. I think you know, we've cottoned on to what they're doing. Obviously speaking to staff there and our staff, and yeah, we know exactly how they're how they're trying to get out and get him on the ball higher up. So yeah, hopefully we can alleviate that.
I've been really impressed with Brodie Gray on this right-hand side at right back tonight. He's not put a foot wrong, has he, so far?
He's a great player, like I say, with Brodie. He plays midfield now for the RF. But yeah, he's an all-rounder. He can play anywhere. You can always rely on him.
Yeah, there's a lot of players in both of these teams who clearly are comfortable in all areas of the pitch. Good challenge coming in. Here's Danny Kerr, loses out though. It's won by Brandt. Brandt fouled by Kerr. That will be a free kick. A shake of the hands.
Yeah, Danny Kerr. He's, like I say, he's a powerhouse. I keep speaking about him. He's a powerhouse. And if he does catch you, about it. Internet services. Plenty of times he's run into me, and yeah, you feel like you're being hit by a bus when he hits you, but he means no malice in it. He's a gentle giant, really.
Here's Esdorf. Nice little turn again. Danny Kerr goes in, makes the challenge, and here is an opportunity for UKAF. And go on, Campbell takes the shot, and it's saved by the goalkeeper, but it's a shot on target. But he spreads himself so wide, this huge goalkeeper, Maximilian Weisbacher.
Yeah, good opportunity there. 99 times out of 100, Cammy scores there, if I'm honest.
Well,
yeah,
it is their first shot on target, but the goalkeeper more than up to it. And I think Campbell knew that he was being chased down, and he had to, let fire as quick as he possibly could.
Yeah, good strike, like I say, John.
Straight at the keeper, though.
Yeah, like I said, 99 times out of 100, I put my house on him, I back him for that. But yeah, next time he'll score.
Luckily, not tonight.
Yeah. No,
you didn't put your house on it tonight.
No, I didn't have
I think
time
your other
tonight.
half would have had things to say about that.
Oh,
and that's a pretty hefty challenge there, I think. There's a yellow card going to be brandished. It was really more of a body check than anything else.
It looked like a forearm smash to me.
Yeah, well, it's Dennis Rolk, who is the guilty party there. Straight on to Jake Gosling. The referee, I don't think, did he show? I think he did show the card, didn't he?
Yeah.
Anyway, Gosling takes the free kick. Opportunity hit just wide by Danny Kerr.
Tell you what, John, I had a lovely cheese board at half time.
Did you? Why didn't you bring some out here?
I ate it all, that's why.
Thank you. You're not having any of my chocolate bar then?
Oh dear. I'm on a diet.
Actually, I've eaten it already, so it'd be too late. But you did bring the teas, and I appreciate that. Okay, opportunity then for the Germans. Oh, what a challenge, and that is a late one going in there on Sam Rawlings. He has stayed down. It was a late 50-50, I guess, with Lucas Ermler, but
yeah, I don't think Ermler
didn't leave anything to the imagination, that challenge. To be fair, he did go right in. Sam Rawlings came right across, and he certainly bore the brunt of that.
Yeah, it just looked like momentum there to me. I think he'd tried getting out of the way. He's very apologetic. But yeah, Sam looks hurt there.
Well, it was certainly a 50-50 challenge, wasn't it? I mean, and in fact...
Oh, he stood on him. He slowed down as Ermler, and Sam's full-blooded and took the ball and went to set the man, to be honest, and Ermler stopped, and he managed to somehow step onto Sam. Yeah, looking at the replay there.
Well, he's still down, and it doesn't look too good. He's just being checked at the moment. Hope he's going to be all right, because he's had a stormer of a game so far as Sam Rawlings for UKAF at the back.
Yeah, Sam's Mr. Reliable. Always has been ever since he come into the RF setup. and then into UKAF, you know, he's Mr. Reliable, is Sam.
Well, Sam Rawlings and Jack Wright, they are a brilliant partnership, aren't they, in that centre of defence?
They are, yeah. You know, very good partnership. They seem to get on with each other. Obviously, Sam Rawlings always used to playing with Joe Thomas. They're like best friends as well. You know, at work, they both you know, jump out of planes together. So yeah,
well, it's good to see him getting up
now.
Looks like he's going to run it off, and from a UKAF point of view, that's really good to see. Is he going to come straight back onto the pitch? He's just doing some jogs up and down the pitch at the moment. But it'll be Ermler who takes the long throw. We know he's got that long throw. Shot comes from 30-odd yards out from the number 6. He's still going. Takes the shot again. It's blocked. And straight at the goalkeeper this time. But it's a good bit of play then from the Bundeswehr. And it all came from that long throw.
It did, yeah. They made use of the extra man there. Obviously, Sam Rawlings not allowed on. I think there's a 30-second rule now, is that?
There is a 30-second rule.
Yeah,
that's right. He has to stay off.
So they made use of that, the Germans.
But it didn't produce a goal. It remains 0-0. 56 minutes played here in Aldershot at the EBB Stadium. UKAF against the Bundeswehr. And that's going to be a bit of a chase. And I don't think, well, it looked like a lost cause from Yannick Wolf, but he did extremely well. Actually, only goes out for, in fact, I think the ball did go out of play, didn't it, in the end?
It did, yeah.
It was in vain, but my goodness me, he tried so hard to get that.
Yeah.
Jake Gosling back to his goalkeeper. Luke Kearney then looking for Vincent. Ball goes onto that left-hand side. Here's Gosling.
That's better.
Nice stuff. Here's Vincent again. Back inside to Sam Rawlings, who doesn't look any the worse for wear after that incident.
No, he'll be all right. Well, Sam is a tough cookie as well.
That hopeful ball looking for White Campbell, but only finds a German head. Bit of head tennis going on. Campbell does get it. It's lovely control. Brilliant control from him. Here's Gosling. Wide on the left-hand side. Challenged by 3 or 4 German players, but his through ball just a little bit too long in the end for Joe Spalding. But that was really nice play. Brilliantly brought down that ball from Campbell.
Excellent, yeah. Great defensive header from Sam Rawlings there. Cammy, great touch to Goz, and like I say, one of them will come off. You know, Goz, you know, you only need to give him a few times, a few goes at that, and they'll come off.
Esdorf to Brandt, and here's Dick, the captain. Goes wide onto that right-hand side. Takes it back again. Looking for a through ball, but that's just a little bit too far for the tall Ermler. Even someone of his height can't make it.
He's a man mountain now. He's more of this side as well, John. He's
looks,
a big lad.
Well, 6'7".
Oh, aye.
I mean, you know, Joe Spalding is no slouch when it comes to height. Header from Campbell. Yeah, I think we were absolutely bang in line there. And I'm afraid that Sean Thompson was just offside.
Yeah, just about.
Free kick quickly taken then. Germans are anxious to press forward. 0-0 is the score.
Good covering from Brodie Gray.
Yeah, Brodie Gray again making a really important contribution. Gosling can't control it. Tiller can. This is nice stuff from UKAF. Brilliant ball goes cross field. Here is Brodie Gray bringing the ball across the field. That's a lovely ball through.
Get at him, Joe.
Spalding. Thompson. Gray again, just a little bit too far, unfortunately, for Joe Spalding. But that was some nice football from UKAF. Played themselves really well out of the defensive position.
Yeah, good football again. Brody Gray, great passing. Seems to be a bit more selfish on that final one there, you know. But I know he's got it in his locker, and he's, you know, get a touch out of his feet and get a ball in the box. I think anything low, John, you know, we've seen the keeper for the Germans, you know, anything in the air he'll get. But I think, you know, anything low, we haven't really tested him yet. I'd like to see what he's like with them.
Nice interplay from the Germans then. Here's Wolf. Long ball goes wide to the right hand side. That'll be not collected by Lubka. And Gosling again. Jake Gosling is brought to ground. That'll be another free kick to UKAF. Taken by Jack Wright. Has the ball back. Sean Thompson. Bit of space for him in right on the middle of the field. It's a lovely ball through to Danny Kerr, but just a little bit overweighted.
Yeah, I think that was just in between, you know, Joe and Brody there, but I could see the intention. Danny, you know, right pass, you know, in front of someone, but just a bit too much on it.
Right, clears up the damage. Ball goes out of play. That'll be a UKAF throw. Right in front of our commentary position here in the main stand at the EBB Stadium. Brody Gray then takes the throw. Lovely control from Campbell.
Yeah, well done,
and he wins another throw. So good ground being made by UKAF here.
Yeah, Cammy did well. He had two men round him there, surrounding him. He did very well to win another throw-in.
Cross comes in, but it's on to the head of a German defender. Jack Wright, just feel that UKAF building some momentum here at the moment. Just past an hour played here at the EBB, 0-0. But on a knife edge this game, you just feel that you get one goal possibly, and there could be a whole load more flowing in this match.
Yeah, we've come out second half of UKAF, and you know, we've started to move the ball quicker. You can see that, John, you know, from, you know, straight from the first minute. There we go.
That's a lovely ball, just a little bit too far for Brody Gray, but the fans here appreciated that move.
Seems to be running on a bit. This pitch looks quick, John.
Yeah, it's really fast, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wolf. Bit of head tennis going on. Nice clearance from Sean Powell, clearing up the damage. A scrap in midfield at the moment. Ball then on this right hand side with Rolk. Lovely through ball, opportunity for the Germans here. Ball hit across the face of the goal by Holger Wolf again. Couldn't find the target.
Yeah, great pass that wall. You know, that's the pass you want as a striker. That's what you want him to come through. I mean, he split the defence there. Great pass, and you know, lucky for us, his finish wasn't great.
You got the feeling that that Luke Kearney had that covered, but it again didn't trouble him at all.
No.
Kearney will hit that high into the night sky here in Aldershot.
Good flick.
Oh, that's beautiful play. Campbell just didn't quite work for him, but that was a lovely flick on by Sean Thompson there. Just needs a bit of magic just to open up this defence.
Yeah, that's what we were saying for start, John, weren't we? You know, a little bit of spark somewhere on the pitch, and you know, to get someone in. I thought the Germans did it well there. But a bit of spark from us, and I think, you know, we could be in as well.
But it remains 0-0. 64 minutes played. Just thinking maybe whether the two benches or two camps might be thinking of freshening things up, making a few changes, perhaps changing the tactics around a little bit.
Yeah, potentially so. You know, it's you know, we've got a strong bench at UKAF. You know, as you know. you know, Elliot Holmes can change a game.
But that's a loose one, and now the Germans have the opportunity then with Brandt, but it's brilliantly won back. Here's Danny Kerr, and here's Joe Spalding. Ball goes out wide to Thompson. But Kerr again, but the Germans have it with Rolk. Just that final pass, just slightly lacking, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not like us, to be honest, John. You know, it's one will come off. I'll guarantee you, one will come off, and we'll be in, and we'll have another chance here.
But the Germans looking very confident on the ball. Brodie Gray, very important how he deals with this, and he deals with it superbly. Just the throw in.
First sub here from the Germans.
Yeah. So the first change being made by the Germans, though. So coming on for them is number 17, which is Lucas Demilnik, and I'd imagine the man going off is their number 13, Luka Lupka, the young 21-year-old German youth international, replaced by a more experienced man.
Yeah, we've kept him quiet, John. You know, he spoke before the game. And at the start of the game that he were, German youth international under 15 level, but yeah, we've kept him really quiet.
So it's Demilnik who has come on. Again, a very tall player. Another long throw coming in then from Ermler. As good as a corner, isn't it, really? Bit of head tennis going on. UKAF clear their lines well, though. Clearing the danger away. And here's Campbell. Just a little bit too far for Luke Gosling, and there's a player down for the Germans.
Yeah, the long throw, John, it's it's a good weapon. We at North Ferriby, we've got a lad there, or there's a lad there.
Benjamin Brandt's down, but he's back up again now. He attempted that overhead kick, didn't he? It didn't quite come off for him.
It did, yeah, it did. But yeah, going back to the long throw, like you were saying, there's a lad at Ferriby, Deno, he can. Every opportunity they get to put it in box, it really is a good weapon.
Yeah, I remember the days of Stoke City, didn't they? Had a...
That's right, yeah, Rory Delap.
Rory Delap, yeah. And he used to keep a towel. Oh, this just didn't quite fall for Joe Spalding there. Yeah, Rory Delap used to keep a towel, didn't he, at the side of the ground, and used to rub the towel if it was a wet day.
Yeah.
Gave him a bit of extra grip, extra couple of metres on the throw. But it's a really potent weapon.
Yeah, in half, yeah.
But Kearney coming out to collect. It's almost like having another fullback, isn't it? He thinks like a fullback. He certainly thinks like an outfield player.
Yeah, he was like
Gray with the long ball through. Campbell just looking to chase it. Handled well by the Germans, though, with Wolf. Across to his captain, to Dick. And here's Rolk. Dick plays it forward, but only as far as a red shirt.
See, we're ready in Kieran Feeney of the UKAF.
Yeah.
Good pedigree. I can't remember if it was Barnsley or he's been on the books of Blackburn. Really good pedigree and good player as well. Just recently joined the Navy.
Yeah, it's Royal Marine, isn't he? I think.
That's right. Yeah. He's. We first seen him in the inter-services last season. That was his first outing. So yeah.
I have to say how impressed I've been with both defences tonight, but the UKAF defence has looked absolutely rock solid. Sean Powell's been brilliant in the left back position, and Brodie Gray on the right back, with the two centre backs, Rawlings and Wright, absolutely solid as a rock.
Yeah, brilliant all night, John. But hopefully we don't jinx them.
Good evening to Jamie Doig, one of our most loyal viewers. But Leicester Tigers, but chance now for the Germans then on this left-hand side. The cross comes in, and again it's headed clear by Sam Rawlings. And so the first change will be made now by UKAF. So coming on for them is number 19, Kieran Feeney, and the man who'll be going off is Sean Thompson. He has run himself ragged, hasn't he? I think he's had a brilliant game.
Yeah, good shift from Tomo. You know what you get with Tomo is he gets on the half turn all the time. I think we could have utilised him a bit more, but yeah, he always does it, John. You know, he puts in a good shift. A good player is Tomo.
So Kieran Feeney gets his chance. Another long throw though for the UKAF defence to have to deal with here. In fact, it's not a long throw this time. It's taken short. Great challenge. Brodie Gray once more coming in. Yeah, Chris Giles is watching. Good evening to you, Chris. And Jamie thanking us for our coverage. One of our most loyal viewers. Jamie, of course, who was the so involved with military rugby, rugby union and rugby league. Now doing that brilliant job at Leicester Tigers. Looking after all the kit. There, the kit manager. And it was rather nice earlier on, wasn't it, Tom, that the German team are paying tribute to one of their backroom staff. I think their coach driver, for the work that he's done. And people behind the scenes do such a remarkable job. You know, you forget that it's not just about the players on the pitch.
No, it isn't, John. You're right there. You know, and that like I say, that would have fit in tribute. You know, really nice to see it from the Germans.
Now here's Gosling. That's a great run. Joe Spalding chasing after it. The referee has pulled it back. And I think it's going to be a free kick to UKAF. But there was a push on Gosling, perhaps. And maybe there was no advantage.
Yeah, I think he's helped us out there as ref. Yeah, just a little touch, but no major.
So, free kick then, taken by Gosling. Oh, what an opportunity again for Mike Campbell. Just unable to connect with it. It was a beautifully taken free kick, and Campbell did all the hard work, didn't he, in the end?
He did, yeah. Again, I did say if he gets another chance he'll score, so yeah, I'd be bankrupt now, John.
Well, Nicholas Ziegelman has got in touch, and he's mentioned number 6 Benjamin Brandt. My German is not really good enough, Nicholas, but I imagine you're supporting him this evening. But great to hear from you tonight.
Yeah, he's looked a good player. He's fed through a few passes in his Brandt.
Yeah, he's done well. In fact, all the German side have done well. Everybody has really contributed to this game so far. It's a game that neither team really wants to lose, and they're prepared at the moment to defend well. No real opportunities have been created by the Germans yet in the second half, but you just know that they're only a couple of shots away from carving open an opportunity. Here is Brandt for them. Oh, intercepted. Opportunity then knocks for the UKAF team. Lovely cross. Oh, and no one was there in the end, and Mike Campbell again.
Yeah, good play there, John.
Yeah.
Camille. Yeah, he was just waiting for DK to get in the box there, wasn't he?
Joe Spalding started it, didn't he?
That's right, yeah. I think if we said all the Germans are playing well, we said Brandt were playing well, he'd give the ball away, so let's...
Commentary curse.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Well, the first corner of this second half then for UKAF, which Jake Gosling is going to take. What can UKAF do here? A lovely corner comes in. Oh, and it's flicked over the bar in the end by Sam Rawlings.
Yeah, great ball.
Perfectly weighted corner it was.
Yeah, great ball. Good.
Nodded on, and Rawlings again. I think he had his back to goal when he took the ball. Another change being made by UKAF, and another man who's run himself into the ground is Michael Campbell. He's going to be replaced by Harry Beckley. Just come back from operations as Harry. So
yeah, good.
He's put a great shift in.
That's right. Yeah, Cammy always does. Like Tomo, gives 100% all the time. A bit different with Harry coming on now. Different mindset. I think we've gone there. But yeah, good player is Harry.
Julie McCormick says, keep going, boys. They'll certainly be doing that right to the end. And a change as well being made by the Germans. Coming on for them is Arthur Zilka. And he's replacing number 10, Yannick Wolf. And another change as well. Coming on for them is Bjorn Ole Peters as well. And he's replacing Andres Dick. Yeah, the captain's going off.
There's another man mountain coming on here.
They're certainly bringing the big fellas on, aren't they?
Yeah.
So a few shuffles, a few throws of the dice from the two respective coaches. Is that going to produce a goal in either direction? Well, we have 15 minutes plus whatever time is added on by the officials to find out. It's still 0-0 here in this game of remembrance. Fantastic to have it back again after 5 years. Bundeswehr looking to build something with a long ball, hopeful long ball from Nicholas Thiele. No danger at all at the end for UKAF. They'll bring it forward. Another long ball dealt with by the defence.
Yeah, great area by Sam Rawlings there. Good run by Danny Kerr.
Yeah, good pressure from Kerr. Shielding it well. And wins it back. Spalding spreads the ball wide.
Great pass.
Getting some early action is Kieran Feeney. Oh, that's a lovely ball through, but just a little bit too far for the substitute, Peters. And towers above the... he towers above Sam Rawlings, isn't he?
Yeah, I wonder if they're going to change the style maybe and flip balls into him, I'm not sure.
Well, I think we're seeing a few more long balls already, aren't we?
Yeah,
good chase
play.
On, nice control then from Beckley. Germans, though, have it back. Here's Brandt. This game is opening out as we speak. And here's Wolf. Loses out midfield. Lots of space then for Spalding.
Claiming.
He'll take the 1-2. But again, it's difficult to get past these big defenders, isn't it? Good work from Gosling, but it's won back by the Germans. Different game. This is a different match now.
Sam.
But Sam Rawlings again tidying up the damage. Meaty challenges going in all over the pitch. This is competitive stuff. There's a game to be won here.
Yeah, good. It's there's a few tasty little tackles and people grappling each other now. You know, it definitely means something.
Here's UKAF though. Gosling looking to trying to get his centre forward through, but the through ball cut out. Gosling has it again. Danny Kerr loses out. That's a late tackle, and I think that's going to be... Actually, it wasn't Danny Kerr, it was Dave Vincent.
Dave Vincent, yeah.
And I think there's going to be a yellow card shown to Dave for that challenge.
Yeah, I think he's saying it's his first one, but yeah, just
it was just a bit late, wasn't it?
Yeah, just a bad touch, you know. Fatigue setting in a bit there, and he just, yeah.
And Brodie Gray is down at the moment as well. I wonder whether he's suffering from some cramp or whether it's something that's more severe. He's down at the moment.
Yeah, I think this could be a change. It's Mark Drysdale potentially. Yeah, he's getting stripped, his Dries.
Yeah. And he's certainly put a great shift in tonight. There's no doubt about that, has Brodie Gray. Down this right-hand side. opportunity just to catch our breath, perhaps. It's been end to end, isn't it, the last few minutes?
Yeah, we did say second half would liven up a bit and more chance, and we were right, John. It's I think there's still a goal in this, to be honest, or hopefully the UKAF's way.
Well, the change is going to be made. You're quite right. So he's putting the number 22 shirt on, because I think the shirt that he was going to have probably doesn't fit. It's sad to see Brodie Gray going off.
Yeah, I hope Brodie's alright.
So Brodie Gray has to leave the field. He is replaced by Mark Drysdale, as you say, from 4-3. Commando,
yeah.
Royal Marines.
Yeah, Marines tries. Yeah, he's experienced, John. He's been about years as well.
Another change as well for UKAF. Coming on is Elliot Holmes, and he is going to replace Dave Vincent.
Yeah, another good shift from Dave Vincent. Elliot Holmes, very good player. We've missed him for a while. He's been on his PT course in the Navy.
So I think that's a full complement of 5 changes now that Darryl White has made. Interesting to see how this affects the game. Gosling, great through ball. Chase now on for them with Harry Beckley into the penalty area. Beckley shoots. Oh, unlucky, hits the post. That was great work from Harry Beckley there.
Excellent, yeah.
Picking up the first time ball from Jake Gosling, and well, that post is still rattling. I think you can just still see the net bulging.
Yeah, that was excellent from Harry there, John. He was very direct. And did everything right other than, just score really. But great strike, great attempt.
It really was.
Looked really lively.
It would have been a goal that would have graced winning any game, really. But it remains 0-0 into the last 10 minutes of this match. No score between the Bundeswehr. Danica harrowing with that with Nutsos. Tiller spreads it wide then to Esdorf. The chase is on.
Great defending against Sam Rawlins.
It was. No compromise defence. That's the second challenge that him and Lucas Ermler have had, and this time it's the German player who has to come to his feet, but it will be a throw-in.
Yeah, knowing Sam, I think that's a little bit of you caught me last time, mate. I'm making sure I'm getting everything here.
They call it levelling up, don't they?
Yeah. If that's what you want to call it, John.
Right. UKAF breaking down on this right-hand side. Joe Spalding. Real opportunity. Takes the 1-2 and it's eventually cleared away for a corner. Great defensive work again by the Germans, by Rilke. Because lurking in there was Harry Beckley again.
Yeah, excellent covering from the right back. He's been steady away, John. He's as Rilke, he's not put a foot wrong all night. He looks tired now, but he's a good player.
A fantastic run too as well from Joe Spalding, who again has a terrific game tonight.
Yeah, quick Joe, like you say, he's very direct.
Another corner then, but not a good one. That's probably the worst bit of football that I've ever seen Jake Gosling play, to be honest.
Yeah, you took words out of my mouth there, John. I've never ever seen Gos do anything like that. He must be tired.
Well, he'll make up for it.
He'll score.
For sure.
Yeah, he'll score.
He'll make up for it, that's for sure, before the night is out. Nothing has got past Max Wiesbecker, the German goalkeeper, and nothing has got past Luke Kearney so far either. Yvonne Powell says, keep it up from the Powell family, UKAF. And wherever you're watching all around the world, I hope you've enjoyed this game. No goals, but plenty of excitement so far.
Excellent from Mark Drysdale there. First thing he's had to do after coming on, but yeah, he did. Positioning were brilliant.
Good long ball forward. Looking for Harry Beckley again. Aerial stuff going on. There's so much room in that midfield area, isn't there now?
There is, yeah. His game's opened up a bit. You know, I think we'll see a few more chances this last 5 minutes, John.
Rolke gets the ball forward, but again, good defensive work for UKAF. Both teams still going for this winning goal, which is good to see. Esdorf, lots of space inside for Zielke. Great ball out onto that right hand side for Demlink. Comes inside, loses out though. UKAF can now bring it forward. Here's Jake Gosling, so quick on the ball. And again, that's a lovely ball through, but Germans are going to get there first. The goalkeeper off his line, anticipated it. End to end at the moment in these dying minutes of the game. We are still 0-0.
Yeah, there's a few tired bodies out there now, John.
Esdorf. It's all about who has got the stamina and who's not going to make the mistakes. That's a lovely ball out onto the right hand side. Good challenge again from Jack Wright to keep that big number 21 out.
Good play again from Wolf there. Wolf, Holger Wolf. He's looked a really good player now. The standing skipper, vice skipper. Yeah, he looks a good player as well.
Another long throw coming up, this time from the right hand side, which again Lucas Ermler is going to take. He's got some big players in there. You only have to look at Ole Peters, the number 21. Towers above everybody else. That's aimed for him, but it's cleared eventually by the UKAF defence, and a shot no problem at all for Luke Kearney. Zielke got the shot in there, but it was straight at the keeper. It remains 0-0. Are we going to have a goal? Are these two teams going to be separated? Drysdale. He's a big lad too, isn't he? Mark Drysdale.
Strong is Drysdale. Yeah, that's a typical Marine. You know, solid. Tough lad he is.
Lovely ball onto that left-hand side. It's brilliantly kept in as well. He did so well to even get the cross in, did Sean Powell. But nobody there, unfortunately, for UKAF. And that is another ball that goes out of play.
Yeah, another couple of changes here for the Germans.
Last throw of the dice then for Olaf Barner. And there's a break in play. They'll be making a couple more changes. Brandt beats one man. Approaching the penalty area. Cross comes in, headed clear by UKAF. Rawlings again. Bit of a body check there on Joe Spalding, but the referee allows play to go on. Spalding again. Well, unfair challenge in the end from Elliot Holmes. Nil-nil then, into the last minutes. In fact, we're into stoppage time now. Whichever the referee wants to play, we'll get a note about how much time is going to be added. 8 minutes of stoppage time is being added to this. Where's that come from?
I said to you, didn't I, John, in first half, we've had 8 minutes a few times this season, and God knows. I think it's the subs, innit? I think they had 30 seconds for subs, and I don't know. Yeah.
Well, the changes are being made, and one of the men who's coming off is Petty Officer First Class Lucas Ermler. I think looks like he's shaking hands, the big number 19. He's being replaced then by Luca Baderschneider. He's coming on, and another change as well. The other right back is coming off, Dennis Rulka, and he's also being replaced by number 16. That's Malik Yarima.
Yeah, two good players there the Germans have brought off. I thought they've been solid, them two full-backs.
Well, I think they probably worked themselves to a standstill, haven't they?
I agree, yeah. But yeah, going back to the time when it on, John, that's 101 minutes this game's been. It takes a lot out of you.
Well, I can't work out where 8 minutes of stoppage time has come from, to be fair. If both teams have made 5 changes, that's 30 seconds each, so that's 5 minutes. I get that. Anyway, whatever, it gives us another 8 minutes, and the ball opening up there, but Luke Kearney's not going to have any problems with that, and he's just waving the players forward. Are we going to get a goal? Are these two teams going to be separated? Well, 6 minutes to go of stoppage time. Holmes. Nice ball across field to Sean Powell. In fact, that is Powell, tries to keep it in. A bit of gymnastics there from Sean Powell on that left-hand side.
Yeah, very athletic lad he is. I thought he'd kept it in there, John, to be honest. I thought he'd done brilliantly well.
If he kept it in, it would have been an absolute miracle. Are these two teams prepared just to play this out now then and settle for a sporting draw? I don't think so. Here's Brandt. Brilliantly cut out again by Powell, one of the outstanding players for UKAF this evening. Danny Kerr, great ball cross field. Again, the through ball from Elliot Holmes, looking for another of substitutes, Harry Beckley. Well, just a hint of a handball there, I think. Referees allowed that to go on.
Ball to hand.
Kieran Feeney, yeah. He had his hands by his side, I suppose.
Well, we need to talk there.
And pleased to say no VAR here either. So Baderschneider takes the throw. Both teams have given absolutely everything in this match, but still the deadlock, still 0-0. Just a couple of minutes left of stoppage time, according to our clocks. As Luke Kearney brings the ball forward, it'll be a throw in then to UKAF, which Elliot Holmes will take. A late equaliser for the UKAF women earlier on when they were trailing 1-0. Can the men get a late goal here to win this game of remembrance? Can either team score? Here's one man who could unlock it. Jake Gosling. But the Germans still have it. They're looking confident, just playing the ball out. That's nice work from them. With Nutsos, ball goes wide onto the right-hand side. Urema gets the cross in, and that is a really important save then from Luke Kearney. It's the first save that he's had to make in the match. The ball sort of flew across the face of the goal. He kept his eye on it. There was a bit of a challenge going on, and he made a really important. I think he tipped onto the crossbar. You're right.
Great save. Backpedaling as well there.
Yeah, well done to Luke Kearney. So it's another corner to the Germans. I think it's actually their first corner of the second half, believe it or not.
Yeah, after having 6 in first half, yeah.
So Nutsos will take it. Corner comes in, headed cleared away by UKAF, but the danger not over yet, and it flies just over the bar. And that was Arta Zilka who had the shot there.
Yeah,
flying.
good effort.
It was a good effort, and my word, the Germans could have had a couple of goals, couldn't they, in these last couple of minutes? But we're well past now the 6 minutes of stoppage time, so it's whatever else referee David McNamara wants to play. He's looking at his watch. It looks like we could be heading for 0-0 here. Spoils shared. Ball goes high into the sky. Is there another chance? Is there one more chance perhaps for UKAF? Well, the danger cleared by Elliot Holmes.
Put him under.
We're still playing, and that's out of play. Referee signals a throw-in, so we're going to carry on. We're not playing golden goal by any chance, are we?
I hope not. I've got to get back to Leeds.
Okay, here is the opportunity then for them with for UKAF. A free kick is given. The challenge then on Harry Beckley. Now, this surely is the last opportunity of the match. Can UKAF snatch this winner?
Yes.
Positive as ever, Tom. Well, Jake Gosling about to take this free kick. Everyone piling forward then, well, just about everybody. Even Luke Kearney is in the opposition half of the field. Gosling then with the free kick. Who's on the end of it? And that is full time here. It's ended 0-0. Well, I suppose in terms of goals, disappointing tonight, not seen the ball hit the back of the net, but both of these two teams have given absolutely everything this evening, Tom.
Yeah, they have. Yeah, you know, the scoreline doesn't reflect the game. You know, fantastic game. Again, great advert for military football. You know, I know I'm watching that. I thought the Germans were solid. You know, just what you are to expect of them. But the UKAF, you know, everyone run themselves into the ground. You know, it was absolutely brilliant. You know, they can all be proud of themselves, and you know, and the families as well. You know, everyone did excellent there.
Well, the teams just sort of exchanging pleasantries at the end, all shaking hands with each other and the referee. And this, of course, is what the game of remembrance is all about. We're hoping to get some reaction maybe on the pitch before we leave you this evening. And I say everyone's given absolutely everything tonight. But at the end of the day, Tom, precious few chances, a bit lacking in quality in that final third.
Yeah, well, like I said, John, you know, although there weren't many chances, you know, the game itself was a very, very good game. You know, and anyone watching that, if it had finished 5-5 or like it did, you know, 0-0, it's still been a very, very good game, you know, and I hope everyone's enjoyed watching it and, you know, listening to us, to be honest. And I can waffle on a bit, but yeah, it's, again, like I said earlier, a great advert for military football.
Yeah, we're just down pitch side. Our cameraman Lewis just getting a few reaction shots at the moment from the down on the pitch side there. It's I mean, I really hope this fixture, it's been long overdue. Obviously we've had COVID, and we've had all sorts of other reasons why we've not been able to play this for the last 5 years. I think it just goes to show actually how well the team did 5 years ago to win that game in Roscoff, because to go over there to Germany and beat the Germans in their own ground, it's a bit like the Germans coming over here and winning here. It's not easy, is it?
No, it isn't. No, it isn't. No, John. And like we've said it a few times now on air tonight, and it was absolutely excellent. That night, will always live in my memory. And all the lads, there we had a very experienced side. Nowadays, it's a lot more technical. Not saying the lads weren't technical years ago, but we were solid. We was horrible. We went out there, like you say, in their own backyard and beat them. It was fantastic.
Well, there was some great work obviously towards the end there, with maybe the Germans having a chance with Ziegler with that shot, and then there was the shot come cross from Yerima, which was brilliantly saved by Luke Kearney. But also from UKAF's point of view, Mike Campbell, he was clean through, wasn't he? Had a chance. Didn't test the goalkeeper, and there was another lovely through ball from Jake Gosling, which Campbell very nearly got on the end of.
That's it, yeah. And last time Cammy played here for the RF last season, we won the inter-services here, and season before, sorry, and he got a hat-trick here. So, like I say, I'd have lost my money putting it on him there going through, but yeah, great run, and a good strike in the end, and a good save.
It was indeed. Well, the German players all in a bit of a huddle at the moment. They're obviously just thinking about how they've performed over here. They've done, really well to come over here, and I think we've got hopefully someone standing by to talk to us very, very shortly.
Yeah, I think
Ginge White's the head coach. I think he's going to be talking to us very shortly. And I'm sure that everyone connected with UKAF will be really pleased actually with what they've achieved tonight, because it's not easy to come together just a few days together.
No, it isn't. And like I say, all credit to the Germans. They were a solid outfit.
Okay, well, Julian Evans is pitch side now, and very, very shortly he'll be talking to Darryl White.
Yeah, delighted to say that we've got Darryl White, the UK Armed Forces head coach, with us. Darryl, a lot of huff and puff in that, but not much end result.
Yeah, so obviously this week we've been working off the ball, because we think obviously from the Irish and Portsmouth we weren't very good, so actually off the ball we were brilliant. But again, the disappointment was not being ruthless in the final third, but obviously that will come hopefully ready for the French.
You'll be delighted. Your own personal tally now is 2 and still undefeated.
Yeah, so again, obviously really important, not just for me, but for the players. Because again, it's just having a good momentum ready for the Kentish Cup, which is the most important.
And of course, you do want to build that momentum, as you say, going into what is a very busy period for you at the end of the season, and that is, of course, the Kentish Cup.
Yeah, so again, we'll be back in November for 2 fixtures, and then straight back in for the Kentish Cup camp, and then straight to the Kentish Cup.
Can you tell us who you've got against in November, who you're going to warm up against?
No, so I'm speaking to a couple of clubs at the moment, but we're hoping some high-profile clubs, obviously, because we want to play the best, so obviously give us some best preparation for the French and the Dutch.
Well, look, I know you've got lots of contacts everywhere in football. A quick word tonight. I thought young Harry Barkley was that far away from getting lift-off for you?
Yeah, so Harry's a fantastic kid, new into the group. He'd been away for a long time, so again, he wasn't fit. But obviously, when he came on, we thought he was going to get it. But not a fairy tale ending for him. But again, brilliant shift on and off the ball for us.
And the military had, in my own personal opinion, one of the best non-league goalkeepers across the country. And I thought Luke Kearney today, he managed to get you out of jail right at the very end there.
Yeah, that's what Luke's all about. He's done it for years. Obviously, unbelievable keeper with his feet and with his hands. So again, obviously privileged to have him. But again, there's a lot of boys in there that are doing very well in non-league.
Congratulations, clean sheet tonight, and of course you move onwards for what's to come later in the year against the Kentish Cup. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Cheers. Thank you.
So Julian there talking then to Darryl White, getting his view on the game. That's it from us this evening. Thank you so much indeed for joining us. Let's a big thanks to Tom Clace for joining me for commentary this evening. Tom, I know that you're leaving the Air Force very, very shortly, so just wish you all the very best for the future and your life in Civvy Street.
Yeah, thank you, John. Yeah, it's been a pleasure again, and no doubt I'll be doing the inter-services with you, especially the RAF home fixture. But yeah, unfortunately being med-discharged in May. And I'll be out come December. So yeah, I've had a good 12 years, excellent football, some great opportunities, and it's been a pleasure to captain this side, the UKAF, for many successes, 3 or 4 Kentish Cups, inter-services with the RAF. So yeah, I can't ask for no more, to be honest. It's been a pleasure. This is my last one tonight as a serving personnel. So yeah, it's been great, and thank you to the UKAF set up for getting me in as a guest of honour and feeding me and really looking after me tonight. But yeah, and thanks to yourself, John, for inviting me in as well.
We've actually loved having you with us this evening, Tom. Also, all the very best for the future. So thanks indeed to all of you who've tuned in and watched tonight. From all of us, the team here at the EBB Stadium, from me, John Knight, and from all of the team, it's a very good evening. A 0-0 draw between these two, but a great game nevertheless. From all of us, a very good night.
But how do you survive fighting in the jungle?
I'm wearing what's called a frisbee suit.
This is the Chinook that we will be flying on as part of the fly past.
It's easy to forget that we are in a potentially hostile environment.